I want to ask you, are you making the most use from your downtime? Now, right now at the moment, I am sitting in the car here and I'm waiting for Catherine to come back. Now, what I could do is I could just switch on the radio, I could roll back this chair and I could fall asleep probably for half an hour or so until she comes back. And, while that might be a pleasant half an hour, maybe there might be some better use I could get out of that. So that's what I'm doing right now at the moment. Rather than wasting this time, I'm pulling out this phone now and I'm recording this video to you. So there's no reason why you can't do something like that yourself. We all have those downtime moments, maybe where we're sitting in the car, maybe you're waiting maybe at the train station for somebody to turn up, or maybe you are sitting in your car, maybe a family member has a doctor's appointment, or just like me, maybe your wife or your partner or your spouse or whatever it is going shopping or something like that, and you find yourself just at a kind of left here with twiddling your thumbs and nothing to do. So, why don't you use that time to be more profitable? So, when I was writing my children's picture books, no, pardon me, not the picture books, after that, I had the fiction, I wrote a whole series of Minecraft books. Now, there were 17 books in that box set, and I think all combined on the Kindle, I think it said it's over 1,000 pages. So there was a lot of writing had to be done for those books. Now, while I was doing that writing at home, I might be able to get, while I was working part-time at the time, I had a couple of hours free per day where I would do maybe a bit of writing and get a couple of chapters done. But I would still throw I had a small notebook at the time, I would still throw that in the back of the car anytime I went out, because I don't know what it's like in your house, but sometimes we have Catherine might say to me, oh, we're just going to pop down to the shops here for 5 minutes. But if you know Irish people at all, you never ask an Irish person, will this only be 5 minutes? Because they might say it's 5 minutes, but that 5 minutes might turn into an hour, it could turn into 5 hours, it could turn into a week. We have no conception of time. So, as I said, she might say, right, we'll go down to the shops, so we'll just be by 5 minutes or so. And of course, I would be sitting in the car here for 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden she would probably meet somebody and she'd start chatting, and that 5 minutes then would go on and on and on. So all of a sudden then that 5 minutes could turn into an hour. Now, if I didn't have my phone in my hand like I have now, or I didn't have that notebook, my small laptop in the backseat of the car, that time was wasted. So that's why I used to always take it, even though it was a short shopping trip or whatever it was supposed to be. It never always ended up that way. But by having that laptop in the back of the car, I could jump in the back seat, I could open it up, and I could start working on the next chapter of my book, or I could start plotting out the next book, or I could do something productive with that time, so it's not wasted. So, as I said, you may find sometimes in your life, your daily life, where you're just twiddling your thumbs. So how could you make that more productive? Could you carry your phone around with you? Could you just do like what I'm doing here? Could you create a couple of videos, have them ready for your audience, have them ready for YouTube, or put them on your website or something like that? Or even could you just even just use this here where you're just talking to the screen and you're coming up with maybe article ideas or email ideas or things that you need to do, because sometimes we have great ideas when we're actually away from our desktop or our laptop or whatever, when we don't have access to it. And you may have a great idea for a book, or you may have an idea of what you should do on your website next. Maybe you've seen something, when you're out on the road, that's giving you an idea for an email idea or something like that. So that is why it's great to have just an iPhone or something like that, or something that you can record a video with, or something you can type up a message on so you can record that idea, because that idea, by the time you get home, it'll be gone out of your head. You'll forget about it, you probably won't do it, and that might have been a great idea, it might have made you money, or might have got you more traffic or whatever it is. But by you not being productive with your downtime, you're missing out on it. So whatever you're doing at the moment, you don't have to create like a huge course. But as I said, even capturing a couple of email ideas, doing a couple of videos for YouTube, or just doing like this short, probably less than 5 minute video that I'm doing here that's going to teach somebody, you can make that downtime you have in your car or whatever it is more productive and profitable for you. So give it a go and let me know how you get on.